Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Richard Neal's channel. Today I want to talk about my stimulus payment. For those of you unaware, the coronavirus hit, and Congress got together and said, we're going to give every American who is making under a certain amount of money a stimulus payment. I got $1,200. I believe this is the maximum amount, and it just so happened as I was looking at my $1,200, my computer showed some bad sectors. Now, I believe I've been running this particular CPU since 2013, maybe? Maybe earlier. It's an old unit, and it's a AMD Bulldozer 8. So nothing too fancy. Problem being is the modern equivalent of this bulldozer is, I think it's an Roizer is how it's pronounced. An AMD Roizer 1700 is the bare minimum of the equivalent of this thing. And of course, you know, yeah, they put those in $1,200 computers. So here it is. I was looking at, what am I going to do with my my stimulus payment? If I want to continue being on YouTube, one thing I could do is buy this computer. But then I remembered, you know, I've had a lot of indications that my computer is getting old and needs to be repaired. And this is merely one of them. So, if I'm going to buy one of these prefab computers, for one thing, I think if I wait 6 months, I will get the better computer for the same money, and this thing could run for another 3 years. And, well, it would take 3 to 4 days for a ordered computer to arrive, prefabricated. One based on that particular processor would not be hard to find, and the other major requirement I would have for this computer is that it have a bridgeable graphics card. Now, what this means is a graphics card that I can connect with a second graphics card for greater stability, because that's what I have at home. I have a dual graphics card with a, I think, 1,000-watt power supply. Okay, and what I would probably do with this computer if I bought a new one for around $1,200 is I would run it for maybe 2 years. Then I would have it worked on, probably give it a stronger power supply, which is one thing I would insist on at that point, and probably dual out the graphics card. Now, I'm pretty sure you can order them like that. They're very expensive. But I mean, you know, when I purchased the computer I currently work on, it owned. You know, it was a very powerful unit. So, was far more power than I needed. And as time goes on, the computer gets less efficient, the programs get more taxing. And then, you know, what do you have left? You have the basic fact that this thing will only run so long. And the sad truth is my laptops, which do almost nothing but play videos, will probably outlast it. So I looked at my stimulus payment and thought, I could spend even more than this and get a computer. Or I could put this in the bank. I put it into my savings account, and I'm going to sit on it. Then I thought about the fact that the last thing Donald Trump would want me to do is to put that in my bank account and sit on it, because it would mean that he'd make less money. Or, well, no. It would mean that the economy would be lesser for it. So then I thought about the fact that I'm sitting on almost every penny I've got because I'm not using my credit card because I lost it and I had to have it replaced. Well, I guess if I really hated the president, I'd be saving every penny I got. Stands to reason. Anyway, thoughts? I'm Richard.